Right, oh man, we was getting on so well, man. This is it for
You
us
don't
now.
know.
Is feminism in the Western world toxic or healing to the community?
Feminism is actually about equality, and I feel like the conversation needed to happen because in this day and age, we need equality is needed. So when you talk about paedophilia or consent, even or even equality in payment, etc. Up until like 5 years ago, that wasn't a conversation. It was normal for a 25-year-old man to date someone that is 13. Elvis Presley, his girlfriend was 13. Like nobody said anything about that. Same with R. Kelly. Like everyone knew that he was dating Aaliyah and she was underage, but nobody said anything at the time because it was normal. We're coming into an age where it's like, no, that's not normal, and consent is continuous. Like you can have sex with someone, and if you're not on it, you could say you're not on it at any point. So I feel like there's been a shift in culture, and I think for a lot of men there's been like a shock, like, oh rah, okay, so if I touch a girl on her body or on her shoulder or on her hip, that's not okay. Like I'm supposed to ask. Yes, you are supposed to ask, and you was always supposed to ask.
I personally feel, I appreciate where you're coming from, and I know that you deserve respect. I personally feel though that sometimes this is not even our argument or our fight. I sometimes feel that our relationships between us is sometimes separate to how mainstream society treat each other. Whenever I think about feminism, one of the things that comes to my brain is always that whole situation in America where black people were fighting for civil rights, and out of the blue, white women was like, actually, how are them not getting the vote and we ain't got the vote? So yeah, let's do the voting thing. And they started pulling black women over into that movement. Or like there's this picture of a black woman with an afro, got her hand up with another white woman, and I found out that white woman was a CIA agent. So I wonder, what did the CIA want so much to push feminism in the black community? Why was it beneficial for them? I feel that one of the most beautiful and powerful progressive ways to get power for the black family is a black family. It's to not pull us apart from each other. But we have to find out in-house how we're going to be treating each other and treating each other better. And I think that when I think of some of the most powerful warriors in Africa, I'm thinking the first name that always comes to my head is Queen Nzinga. And how, I mean, again, don't want to bore you, it's the first time I met you, but like with Queen Nzinga, for me, what happened is her brother was King Ngola, and he had, apparently, people didn't have faith in him. So they sent his sister to go and run things, and then she ended up being the queen of that area. And in the local area, Matamba said, nah, she's such a great queen, we want her to run. She had an area that was like, if black people made it back there, you're free from Portuguese invasion and that. And that's what I think of when I think of black women, of African women. This is like, this is us. There's something to be revered. We all love our grandma. We all love our mum. There's something in our culture we just don't. So we need to not like stray from that and get too sucked into this whole concept. I don't know, man. How I feel that like the TV is teaching me how to deal with my women is different from how in real life, like what I'm seeing. So I hope I've not gone off too much, but
No,
I hope
I
you
definitely
can.
agree.
You see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I think divide and conquer is definitely a part of the plan, especially when it comes to the black family and when it comes to the unit of the black woman and the black man. So
Let me ask you something. You see Cardi B's new song?
WAP.
Is that, WAP, and Megan Thee Stallion. Is that, a feminist anthem? Is that glory to feminism?
No, I think it's feminism in terms of like women are speaking about their sexual organs or their sexuality openly and freely.